What a time to be a Liverpool fan, said LEL. Werewolf. Feels like only thing missing now is the announcement of Alonso. Right, let's get to the title of tonight's stream and why I think Liverpool are indeed favourites for Xabi Alonso. It's twofold. So I'm going to start off by reading something that's what Jamie Carragher said recently, and I'm going to link it into why I think Alonso and Liverpool are getting closer and closer. So Jamie Carragher was speaking on, what was the podcast? The Stick to Football podcast. And he said, people always talk about Liverpool's recruitment and you think of Michael Edwards and everything he did with Jurgen Klopp and others at the club. This is the important part though. He said, I went to see Michael Edwards once because I wanted to get a bit more information from him. I was expecting big insights about how many scouts Liverpool have, how they watch them, how they see different things. But he told me the biggest thing was getting the players they wanted because of the relationships with agents. It's all about having good relationships with agents. Keep that last line in mind. It's all about having good relationships with agents. Now, the reason I bring that up is I'm going to tie this into this bit of information. Richard Hughes already has a good working relationship with Xabi Alonso's agency and also the representatives of another manager, Iriola, who he brought into Bournemouth, and that is IDUB Global, and in particular, Iñaki Ibanez, who is the representative that looks after both Iriola and Xabi Alonso. See what I'm doing here? So we've already seen links with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, and they came into fruition. Now we've got Richard Hughes, who has a good relationship with the agency that represents Xabi Alonso. You don't have to be a tinfoil hat merchant to start to see this picture forming and why Liverpool perhaps are feeling quietly confident behind the scenes that we will be able to win that race for Xabi Alonso's signature, if indeed he does leave Bayer Leverkusen. And that's the only problem in this for me. If he decides he wants to stick at Leverkusen, I can understand that. But if he is going to leave Bayer Leverkusen, I very, very firmly believe it'll be at Liverpool Football Club. And I think if it comes down to between us and Bayern, as each day and month and week that goes by, I'm feeling more and more confident that Bayern are just there, but won't be a real threat to us. That's truly how I feel right now. How do we feel about Edwards being back? I love it. I'm over the moon about Edwards being back. I'm over the moon about Richard Hughes. The more I look into and read up on Richard Hughes, the more I'm feeling confident that we have, again, had the right people put in the roles by FSG, and fair play to them for that. Do you think there's another candidate for the Liverpool job other than Alonso and Amorim? No. Not realistically. Like, the club will, of course, run the rule over a whole host of managers, but no, I think that's it. I think it's those two. And I think we get the first one on the list, to be honest with you, but no, I can't see past those two.